So if you're looking for a triple nice or freehold land, this is Ridgewood Condo sitting on one of the 2 largest land plots in Mount Sinai. We're gonna head up to 1615 3-bedroom apartment. Follow Propertylimbrothers on this home tour. I think you're in for a treat today. Let's go.
I've been giving it brown. Shawty been solid some time now. I'm alive for the wine, dine, and I'm with it. Look where we started and look where we at. I can see where we headed.
I'm sitting right here in Ridgewood Condo. This was TOP in 1981, triple nice, which is as good as freehold. This is sitting on a land plot of about 672,000 square feet of land plot size. Just to give us a bit of orientation, that is of course the entire Moonbeam Holland Grove landed enclave, and that is where Henry Park Primary School is sitting on. We're within of course the kilometers from the very popular primary school right there, which of course anchored the parents' attraction effect on our PRB mode analysis. Let me just bring out the mode analysis. There's 10 different factors. Parents' attraction effect has the highest anchor point in terms of price stability as well as price growth. What does this mean is that a lot of families buy into a kilometers within a good school, and they might have 1, 2, or 3, 4 kids that enter into the same primary school throughout the whole entire primary school trajectory of 6 years. And this parents' attraction factor means that whenever a family buys into a kilometers from a good school, it anchors the stability of the project pricing here, meaning that nobody will really have a very strong motivation to sell unless there's a very good price offered to them. So if you were to look at the entire landscape right here in Mount Sinai, this entire condo enclave right here has a lot of parents' attraction effect because primarily within a kilometers, that makes this enclave extremely popular. So let's come back to a bit of history of Mount Sinai. This was considered the top 3 most premium area in D10 because if you were to tell people that you live in Mount Sinai in the past, they will know that you are living in a very prestigious area. Why is that so? It's because this has the D10 address firstly. Secondly, it's just tucked right beside Holland. You're also within that straight line proximity towards Dempsey as well as Orchard. And just have a look at the entire landscape right here because right behind us, the entire Dover Forest is already demarcated as a residential plot in future. If I were to take out the entire URA MasterPlan, you will notice a lot of land plots right here are zoned residential in the latest master plan. Pasir has already been sold in June 2022 last year, and that's going to be launched as Pine Hill 3 Residences likely. Based on each prop, latest land sale, and break-even calculator, that's estimated to be about break-even at about $2,052 per square foot. Estimated launch price, plus minus, if you were to mark in a 15 to 20% profit by the developer, that will probably be in the range of about $2,500 to $2,800 per square foot. Likely estimated, of course, I would need to put a disclaimer right here. What does that translate into is that this is going to cause a rejuvenation in the entire area here because that is a 99 years plot, and if we were to look at the entire existing enclave here, this is triple 9 years, Pandan Valley is freehold, and the rest of the smaller plots right here are predominantly triple 9 years and freehold as well. And this is of course currently is below $2,200 per square foot. That gives of course a very nice entry point because this unit that I'm going to show you is a 3-bedder sitting on a 1615 floor plate. That translate towards our asking price of $3.58 million, then that of course is about $2,100 plus per square foot, which if you were to look at what is going to happen in the next 5 to 8 years and later as we head on to our pricing analysis, I think there's a lot of disparity effect, and this is a great opportunity if you are a freehold lover. So let's go through some quick facts for Ridgewood Condo. This was completed 1981, the totality of 5 blocks here. Just have a look at the plot size. It's an extremely huge plot. 672,000 square feet of land plot is no kidding. In the Mount Sinai area, Pandan Valley, as well as Pine Grove, which is a 99 years mega land plot project as well. And of course, triple 9 years will be Ridgewood. These 3 projects, through the next 5, 10, 15 years time, there's going to be, of course, different rounds of en-bloc potential that will be happening. Recently, I did a podcast, Nuggets on the Go, interviewing one of the veterans of en-bloc who has successfully en-bloc deleted in the past. And if you want to understand a little bit more about en-bloc potential, head on to the episode. I'm going to put the link down below in the description box because that will give you an ideation of buying into a project that has the en-bloc potential engine sitting right beneath. But nevertheless, whether it will en-bloc in future or not, most importantly is that at this current price point of about $2,100 per square foot, it has still a wide disparity compared to what is going to potentially launch launched at the 99th Pine Grove Parcel A, because let's just try to visualize, for example, if that development is going to be launched this year and it's going to be launched at maybe averagely at about 2627 PSF, what's going to happen in 4 years time in 2027 when that development hits its TOP date? The first-hand owners that bought it at 2007 is going to at least ask for $3,000 in the resale market. So if you were to enter in Ridgewood at 2001, you still have a $900 disparity from a triple 9 years project towards the 99 years development, and that $900 is your safety benchmark as well as your future potential to grow. And bear in mind, you're buying an extremely sizable unit. There's 3 beds, 2 baths, you have your own store, you are also on one of the highest elevated blocks in block 61 here, and it's almost impossible to find an apartment with 1615 square feet nowadays. And of course, this comes with a bonus accessory strata lot, which is about 129 square feet because you have your own private parking lot downstairs. And just have a look at this view. This is towards the northeast direction. So the left is towards Pandang Valley, right is towards the landed enclave. It's extremely far from the next few projects. You also have a nice airflow that's coming from different directions. And if we were to zoom out on the site plan, this entire parcel is sitting on an L-shaped kind of format with only 5 towers here. Apart from having one of the most elevated block, Block 61 also has its own parking right beneath. It's also closest to guardhouse, easy accessibility towards Mount Sinai Road. So the moment you drive out, head on to Henry Park. Fantastic drive in the morning, fetching your kids to school. Apart from having 3 tennis courts, squash court, your swimming pool, your gym, your barbecue pit, tons of open space to walk around. This is almost like an entire botanic garden on its own. So I think one of the key reasons why a lot of families love Ridgewood Condo is that you have young kids in kindergarten, that is settled. Once they head out to primary school, Henry Park is just right there. And of course, we're also sitting on the entire bandwidth towards Buona Vista and One North, right tucked behind Dover. And of course, that is where all the tertiary education in Singapore is being located, because whether you're talking about polytechnics, universities, they're all in close proximity within Mount Sinai. Just have a look at the entire size of the kitchen. Firstly, you got a huge squarish shape over here that's tucked deep within. Washer cum dryer is tucked right towards this corner. This entire dining space actually can be a combination of a living and dining space because it's just so huge. So let's just reimagine if this entire wall right behind me has a combination of a dining seater that's flowing into a living room sofa, all the way tucked with an L right behind me, with your nice dining table right here. Of course, you still have like a 4-seater at the open kitchen format island right here. And your TV console can be placed right towards this entire wall width, and that will formulate your entire living, dining towards your open kitchen concept, thereby giving you the flexibility if you want to convert the existing living room into like an open study with a full panel glass right here, or if you want to convert this into a 4th bedroom, that is of course doable because you have the size to play around with. Master room, extremely spacious. In fact, because the renovation is 6 years old, fully gutted reno towards the bathroom, pipings, electricals. What you need to come in, of course, new coat of paint, bring your furnishings, and I think this apartment is good to go. Existingly king bed with 2 side tables. The amount of space here is just enormous. So for the 2nd bedroom, it's actually linked Jack&Jill to the common bath. And of course, 2nd bedroom size is fantastic because you can easily fit a king, queen, or just a double bunk bed. Third bedroom right here is tucked towards the corner. If you are wondering what is this space, this is actually a secondary doorway. Alternatively, you can also use this as like a mini storage. So for bedroom size, I don't think we can get like this kind of bedroom size nowadays, because if you look at the modern layout, the modern condo space probably would just be about half of this space. Because just try to visualize with me, most of the time if you walk into a brand new project, the common bedroom, the moment you walk in, you're gonna see a bed, you're gonna see 2 panels or 3 panels of wardrobe, and that's about it. But this is of course close to double the size, and I think your kids are going to enjoy this. Alright, so Now when you look at what is the existing pricing that's happening, take note that the three largest projects right here will be Pine Grove, which is 99 years, as well as Panam Valley and Ridgewood. So the filtering process of selection in Mount Sinai will somehow go like this if, let's say, these are some of the check boxes that you're looking for. Number one is that you're looking for something that's freehold or triple nice in nature. Number two, you're looking for something that's sitting on an extreme huge land plot size that is above 500,000 square feet. Now why is that so? It's because maybe you're hunting for an extreme land plot size with a very low existing density, because this is one of the trademarks of a project that has en-bloc potential in the eyes of developers. Now why is that so? It's because developers are always hunting for, firstly, mega land plots, secondly, low existing density, because that will then translate with the new plot ratio that they can build more units with the existing land plot if they were to buy over the tender for this particular project if you were to go en bloc in future. Now number three, if you want something that has existing good size, and that forms probably into a PLB trifecta triangle. And what do I mean by that is that firstly, you want something that's maybe below $3.8 million. And we recently just did a webinar. We talk about what can you buy in the CCR region if you have a budget of between 4 to 6 or $6 to $8 million. And of course, the main trending that we notice is that because of the way new launch 99ers are moving upwards in terms of PSF level, and if you look at OCR, RCR and CCR region, the lowest price index that you can get for a brand new 99ers project in the year 2023 for OCR area is already $2,000 per square foot. And if you look at the projects that are hitting TOP this year, the projects that you can get in terms of an RCR area, for example, like a project in maybe the D14 area that's just hit its TOP date, the owners right there are already asking for about $2,100 per square foot. And then coming on to the CCR zoning in the project, something like Ridgewood here, there's also at $2,100 per square foot for triple 9 years in nature. And if I were to put these three price range side by side, there's 99s and of course triple 9 years in the CCR zoning. This will tend to make sense if, let's say, you have an overall higher quantum that is maybe in the range of $3 to $4 million, but yet at the same time you're very PSF sensitive. You want to make sure that you don't buy something that is like in the $3,000 PSF range, and yet it makes sense comparing to the other categories that's happening in 2023. Then this will then form what we call a trifecta, having a price point quantum of below $3.8 million at the top, PSF that is below $2,200 per square foot in comparison to the 99's ongoing PSF, and last but not least is that it has 1615 square feet, and thus this is what we call a trifecta in the sense that it hits three check boxes. You have a little bit more safety benchmark and room for growth.
Loading, strap with the lyrics like I'm bowling. Keep pushing on, keep rolling. Didn't wanna listen, but I told him one more time, your favorite.
So end of the day, I think this project is very suitable if you're somebody that's future looking and you want to be within a kilometer from Henry Park Primary School, you want the Mount Sinai D10 address, you want to be in the CCR zoning, give a call to Joanne and Beatrice. Both of them will be very happy to show the place, and numbers are right down here below. Click onto our website, propertylimbrothers.com. That will bring you towards our landing page. We're going to show you more about the floor plan and different information about Ridgewood Condo. And once again, my name is Melvin Lim, Propertylimbrothers. As always, happy to show the place. And meantime, we'll see you on the next home tour. Bye. Alright, welcome to Mount Sinai. And their kids, let's say, and their children, so let's go through some quick facts here. Let's go through some quick facts for Ridgewood Condo. Alright, we're gonna do a sound check. Can we do like an ASMR thing?